here's another crazy medical story. One time in residency, I was working a night shift at the VA. And then there's a rapid response called on the geriatrics floor. I get to the room and it's this older gentleman who's struggling to breathe. He's visibly gasping for air. And he's wearing an oxygen mask that's blowing in as much oxygen as we can give him. But his stats are only like 75%. They should be 90 or above. Also, by the way, this is pre-COVID. The next step to get him more oxygen would be putting down a breathing tube and connecting him to a ventilator. But he has a wristband on that says DNR DNI. That means if his heart stops, he doesn't want CPR, and if his breathing stops, he doesn't want to be put on a ventilator. I kneel down and verify him by asking him the hardest question I've ever asked anybody. Sir, your wristband says you wouldn't want CPR or a breathing machine. Your oxygen levels are really low. So if we don't put you on a breathing machine, you will likely die. Are you okay with that? And I kid you not, while gasping for breath, he looks at me and says clear as day, no, I want you to do everything for me. And less than 5 seconds later, he stops breathing, his heart stops, and he dies. I froze. My co-resident jumped up and put down a breathing tube like it was nothing, and I snapped to it and started CPR. We brought him down to the ICU and were able to temporarily get his heart started again. But he had huge blood clots in his lungs, so even on the breathing machine, we couldn't get his oxygen levels above 80%. And unfortunately, his heart stopped again and he passed away.